Hey, this is Whole Health with Truly Jacob, a writer, and today we're gonna go over the New Living Translation. Now, I had bought another copy of this, and guess who tore it apart? Yes, her name is Athena. Yes, my brother's dog. She tore it up because there was a thunderstorm or whatever. So, to make amends, Athena, for some reason, gestured with her head, like when I asked her the question one time, should I read this version of the Bible? And she nodded with her head, yes, but she's not doing that anymore. So I don't even know why she did that. That's initially what happened. And so here it is. I just bought this on Amazon. I was going through a phase of like, let's try to find more truth. And so, it has little things in here. This is the New Living Translation. I have another one that was given to me. I did not read it in order. So what are the pros and cons of this Bible? Well, I mean, it does have, some notes here, so it can help you understand some things. Like here, it's like it tells you what something is initially in the Greek or whatever. It did have, let's see, Matthew. Let's see if it's in Matthew. At the end. No. Maybe it's Mark. Could be Luke. Or it could even be John. Sorry. Bible reviews are kind of hard when they're big. Okay, so here it says, the most ancient manuscripts of Mark include the verse 16:8. Later manuscripts add one or both the following endings. So it literally tells you, hey, there's like different endings of this book. So it's not necessarily following like the King James Version or the typical Greek text. So there are missing verses that don't go with other different versions of the Bible. Sorry, there's noise outside, so I'm just gonna do this video and post it. It's probably John that at the end got some of the verses taken out too. Or maybe not. Maybe it was just Mark. And the stuff is sticking together. So yeah, it was just Mark. Let's double check for Luke. Oh. No, it was just Mark. Okay, so going to the end, it gives you some visuals. These things don't really help bring the Bible out, but again, it does have like Greek stuff in it. Didn't really read that. I didn't think it was important. But when you get to the end, you have, hey, if you want to memorize verses or you need encouragement about your life or loneliness, it does give you those things. It gives you some maps and stuff and helps you understand some concepts visually. It didn't really help me, but you never know. So this might be one that you like. So one thing that came to mind as far as like a point that I wanted to make out was in 2 Chronicles. I have to find 2 Chronicles. Chapter 21, verse 12 through 20. So it says, Then Elijah the prophet wrote Jehoram this letter. This is what the Lord, the God of your ancestor David says. You have not followed the good example of your father Jehoshaphat, of your grandfather King Asa of Judah. Instead, you have been evil as the kings of Israel. You have led the people of Jerusalem and Judah to worship idols, just as the king Ahab did to Israel, and you have even killed your own brothers, men who were better than you. So now the Lord is about to strike you, your people, your children, your wives, and all that is yours with a heavy blow. You yourself will suffer with a severe intestinal disease that will get worse each day until your bowels come out. So, my whole life, I was told the Lord or God was a loving, gracious, kind-hearted God. And here it sounds like the Lord or God pronounced a curse on this evil individual. And let's continue reading. Then the Lord stirred up the Philistines and the Arabs who live near the Ethiopians to attack Jeroboam. They marched against Judah, broke down its defenses, and carried away everything of value in its royal palace, including the king's sons and his wives. Only the youngest son, Ahaziah, was spared. After all this, the Lord struck Jeroboam with an incurable intestinal disease. The disease grew worse and worse, and at the end of 2 years it caused his bowels to come out, and he died in agony. His people did not build a great funeral fire to honor him as they had done for his ancestors. Jeroboam was 32 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 8 years. No one was sorry when he died. They buried him in the city of David, but not in the royal cemetery. Okay, so it said he had like a bad intestinal disease for 2 years, died in agony, and his bowels came out. Okay, so I live in this society where if I cut myself, if I hurt myself, I feel pain. There's no way he could have a very bad intestinal disease for 2 years and be okay with severe pain and agony if he had extreme physiological pain. Like, that just doesn't make any logical sense. So there's a part of me that thinks there's something wrong with these Bibles that everyone say are true, and you're supposed to follow them, and you're supposed to just blindly worship God and Lord. Well, if you read the context, it's like, if you do good and you obey all the commandments, you're supposed to get blessings and success in your life. If you disobey the commandments, then you get curses and hardships in your life. Well, I tried my very best to obey all the commandments to get success. I didn't get success, so something is wrong. These principles are not working for me. It could be that I actually feel real physical pain, because if you feel like a disease going on in your intestines, you're going to make corrections in your life to repent so that you can be healed from the disease. And so something must be going wrong with this story or this fable or whatever it really is, because why wouldn't the king repent for killing his brothers, for causing mass amounts of people to worship idols? Why would he be fine dying in agony? So maybe his level of pain was way smaller than mine, and he didn't really have sensation in his physical body. And so, he died, and the worst part was that he could visually, as he was dying, he visually saw his bowels come out of him. And so it could have been a visual pain agony only, that he died in agony. So I don't know, but I do not think these Bibles correlate with my pain level that I experience every day, because I'm in chronic pain, because my muscles are constantly tense. I never get a break from muscle tension every day. So if the pain level went up higher, I'd be like, okay, I'm sorry for whatever I did wrong. Please tell me what I did wrong so I don't have to be in even more severe pain. I would be repenting like crazy. So like, why didn't the king repent if he was in agony and had an intestinal disease? Because you're gonna experience pain if you have that chronic of an illness for 2 years. So if he died in agony, doesn't mean he experienced intestinal pain for the whole 2 years before he died. So I don't know. I think this Bible is irrelevant to my life. Are there more morals in it? Yes. Have I tried to apply those morals to my life? Do I still believe in what is true in these Bibles? Yes. But as far as the pain level is concerned, like, it does not correspond with pain I've actually experienced in my real life. So be careful what you read. Think about it critically. Because it also talks about people in these Bibles having leprosy. And what I studied about leprosy is literally you have no feeling whatsoever in your body, and literally you get a skin, like it eats away at your flesh, and you have no pain sensations in your skin, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. So were the Israelites, did the Israelites really have some kind of superpower where literally they didn't have any pain sensations in their physical body, like their internal organs or their internal body parts or in their skin? Did they have to be super careful with their nutrition? Is that why the Lord our God told them to be clean in the first place and gave them a strict regimen of like, these are the rules you need to follow because this is going to keep you alive and well? Like, you have no pain sensation in your body. You may have emotions, but you may not have, like, they may not have had actual pain sensation at all in their physical body. So it's like they had to be strict. That means they were also better in battle, because literally if you can get hit with a sword and not die right away and keep on fighting, it's like, what an awesome kind of superpower. You can just keep going and going in battle and win and win and win and win. So that's kind of what I'm getting out of this New Living Translation, is that they were on a different pain level, and I experienced way more pain. Like, if I cut myself accidentally with a knife and I start bleeding, I feel pain. Like, and then it hurts for a while in the healing process for the skin to reattach itself together. I feel pain for a while. The pain just doesn't automatically go away. And also when it comes to healing, like, I've cut myself, I stepped on glass when I was a child, and I still have a scar from stepping on that glass as a child. And I was taught in like health classes or anatomy and physiology classes, it takes 6 months for all of your skin cells to completely become new. So if that's true, how come I still have a scar from stepping on glass? Like, my skin cells should be renewed and I should be completely healed. So, like, I must be on a different pain level where it takes way longer for me to heal than everyone else. So, because I have physical proof of scars getting cut, the scars not completely going away from the cut or whatever. So, maybe they even had a superpower where it's like if they followed proper nutrition and health protocols, they even had the ability to heal faster. But if they rejected certain health protocols and stuff, then it led to their death. I don't know what's going on, but something is wrong with the Bibles that I'm reading, and I can't completely apply everything to my life 100%. So I will apply the moral principles and do my best to be a loving person and kind and good. But when it comes to a pain level, I'm sorry, there's some things that are wrong, and I'm going to admit the truth. So I was trying to critically think more through this Bible. So who knows what the next version will be. But if this captivates your interest, feel free to pick it up. It's the New Living Translation. Got it from Amazon. And probably you could get it at Barnes & Nobles or order it through Barnes & Nobles or one of your local bookstores. So why am I bringing this up? Well, to have whole health, you have to have religious principles that you can apply to yourself 100%. You have to have emotional principles that you can apply to yourself 100%. Physical health principles that you can apply to yourself 100% with the books and materials that you read. For if you don't have the right, true principles that are 100% accurate, then only some things you may be able to apply to your life to get maybe 50% level of health, or 20% level of health, or 10% level of health. So I'm doing the best I can, but I cannot apply all these principles to myself because they do not correspond with the pain level that I'm going through. So who knows what the next version will say. Maybe it will say something different. We will see. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have gotten something out of the New Living Translation Bible, feel free to put that in the comment section below. What have you gotten out of the New Living Translation? Again, I'm trying to critically think outside the box. What is going wrong? Why did certain things I was taught as a Christian growing up, how come like some of those things didn't work in my life? So are there things in the Christian religion, no matter what denomination, did you find certain things that they aren't working for you? Feel free to put that in the comment section below. If you liked this video, feel free to like and subscribe to this channel. Until next time.